Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. It's great to be here with you and just a blessing. So, guys, if you could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. I just wanted to bring you something quick here. So, guys, we have this overhead trend line that we've been looking at here on Bitcoin, and we're looking at this on the 1 hour chart, guys. We're at 37.48, and I just want to tell you, I want to bring this to you because I feel like there could be a potential to the downside. And you could take advantage of that. You could potentially short that. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. You could potentially short that and make a profit, guys. And there's a lot of opportunities out here. But if you do that, you always want to use stop losses, guys. That's where you really, if you're gonna play this bear flag, you'd have to put in a stop loss. Somewhere up in here if you're wrong. And guys, these plays they just keep. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy because these are cyclical cycles, and these bear flags are just happening. You can even see like how this is on a larger scale, guys. It's almost like this was the pull here. We could even say this was the pull, and then this was the flag, and then we had our nice drop after that. And now what we're having here is the pull, guys, and we're having that bear flag again. Do you see that volume? And that's what they look like. High volume for that pull, and then the volume will dry up, and then it will drop again. See those steps down? Then we'll move sideways, and most likely, guys, we're not going to break out of this trend line. We have overhead moving averages that have crossed, right, even here on the 1 hour, that are overhead. And guys, I feel like we're in this tight little range here where we're either going to break out to the upside, which there could be a nice little move there if that did happen, but the probability of it is more so that we'd most likely break for another leg down to the downside. So that's why I have this white line here. This is our support. So if that's broken to me, guys, I'm most likely going to take a short there, and I'm going to try to take it down to the next channel. And you see this on the RSI too. So if the RSI broke out there, we know that some nice volume was coming into the upside, and we start looking at our overhead targets. Okay, guys? Or we're going to have that volume and we're going to break to the downside, and we'll bounce off this trend line down here on the RSI. So really keep those things in mind. And then we're going to look for our next supports. But you can just see these bear flags, guys, how they break out. It's unbelievable. Okay. So let's do this as well, guys. So our next support would be that 35. So that's a heck of a drop, guys. Even if it went to there. So let's say we are where we're at right now. 35.47. So let's get out our little price meter here. And what have you guys been doing? Have you guys been accumulating? Have you been trading? Been selling? So about 4%, guys. That's a nice little drop. That's a nice little range. And even past that, say that support doesn't hold. Take a look at this. And these are the things I want you guys to start seeing too. Do you see how we ran up real hard, real fast there? If we break that 35, you could have a heck of a move to probably around that 33 or even possibly down to 32. We'd really be looking at. So guys, this is what I wanted to bring to you. I mean, this bear flag could break at any moment, and I just want you to be prepared because it could also break to the upside. Remember, we're right at that trend line. Trend line breaks are very powerful, but we're getting squeezed here. And what's the path been? It's been down. We've had those lower highs, lower lows. So that's what I want you guys to pay attention to. But you can also throw a trend line here, and you kind of like that. You can just see it's almost kind of a little falling wedge here too. It could break to the upside. So there's all different scenarios, guys, and that's why you have to be prepared for all different scenarios. That's what I'll do. I'll say, okay, what am I going to do to the upside? If this breaks to the upside there, where are my targets going to be? Most likely, guys, if we got a nice break out of there, they'd be around that 4,000. Somewhere right in there. I'm sure there will be some bears jumping back in, and it is what it is. But, you got to have your targets for that, and then you got to have your targets for the downside break. So the downside break most likely is going to be as long as that pull there. That's what you want to pay attention to. And also on that big volume, then you want to see the volume dry up, and then it'll hit again. So, guys, want to bring this to you. When I see stuff, I'm going to do the best that I can to bring it to you. Just even right here, guys, while looking at things, look at this overall trend line that will need to be broken. You can see this with your eye here. Just like that. So, right, if we break out of here on volume, we're going to be moving to the upside. But most likely, guys, the path that we've been in, we're probably going to bump off that, and then we might fall again. So keep it in mind, guys. You know, I love all of you. I just want to bring you things that I'm seeing. And remember, no one's got a crystal ball in this. That's why you have to play both sides. I'm a bull, I'm a bear, and it is what it is. You got to be prepared for all of it. But guys, thank you so much for all the prayers, and I just can't thank you enough. And guys, also, while I'm just stepping back, looking at this stuff, do you see here? I mean, just really step back and look at these patterns that form. And when you really step back on these like 1 hour charts from a distance, you can count out in many ways Elliott waves. You can get some hints from that. You can look at patterns, all those different types of things. You can kind of see when patterns exhaust themselves. I mean, look at this. Do you see how these highs are getting higher? And what's happening on the RSI, guys? It's getting lower. So we were most likely knowing here that there's probably going to be a little bit of a sell-off. And you even had a little bit of a trend line break where there's good percentage gains. So say we had a trend line that was running up through here. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Let me get my magnet off. There we go. Okay. So just seeing it like this, because we've talked about the trend lines and I've been reading how powerful they are. So say we have a trend line up through there. You can see when we broke that, we broke it on volume, and we fell back down probably another 6-7%. So there's a lot of money to be made there, guys. And you can also look at things like this. You know, see that? And then when that broke, guys, big fall down. So pay attention to these things. You know, guys, it's typically, you know, they're pretty spot on. Look at this one here. Just stepping back, guys. This is how I'm just seeing things now. Look at that. Look when this trend line broke. We had 3 touches, right? So that was a nice strong trend line. Boom, broke on volume. We ran hard. So I'm giving you guys some of the things that I've been studying and working on, and like I said, you know, I appreciate all you guys have done. Please thumbs up, subscribe, all that, and I'll keep you in tune and keep you posted, and we'll just keep healing one day at a time. God bless you all, my friends.